Hi, my name is Mariana Davis, and this is my Padlet. The first post that I made was my title slide. My name is Mariana, and I'm in section 1 of ELRC 3500. My second post was my biography, and I said that the purpose of having a biography is so that people know who you are and can get to know you quickly through a short paragraph where I attached my biography assignment that we did. And the third post I made was about our name tents that we made and set up every day in class. And I said you would create a name tent in a scenario that you're trying to learn a group of people's names. And like I said, we use our name tent every day in class to get to know each other and also so that Miss Debbie could take attendance. And then my fourth post was discuss your goal and objectives activity on inspiration. So we used inspiration to make different kind of maps and the goal, like word maps. And the goal I made for myself was to make an A average in all my classes this semester. And I wrote my objectives on how I was going to reach this goal, which was knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. And if I incorporate all of those things, that would help me reach my goal of getting all A's. And then my fifth post was my Symbaloo and Digo, and we used both of those tools, and you can use both of those tools to bookmark websites online. And in Symbaloo, you can do this by creating a web mix. And then, like Symbaloo, you can use Digo to save, bookmark, and tag web pages. And then also on Digo, you can highlight and attach notes on specific pages, which is helpful if you're trying to save pages to look back to later. You all have them in one place. And then I attached the two links to where I made my Symbaloo and Digo. And then my sixth post that I made was of my publisher travel brochure. Mine was about traveling to Bora Bora, and I said that you can use Publisher to create professional documents and use templates to edit them, which I thought was a really cool tool. My seventh post on my Padlet was my Canva, and you can use Canva as a tool to enhance your slideshow presentations, and you can choose from a bunch of templates, and they're all very aesthetically pleasing. And again, like my travel brochure, I did my Canva presentation on traveling to Bora Bora. And the eighth post that I made to my Padlet was my thematic slideshow in Google Slides about LSU, and that's where I walked around and took pictures of LSU's campus and put them on a Google slideshow, and I have attached it. And my ninth post was my keynote presentation, and it was called the All About Us presentation. And that's when I worked with Kristen, and we used Keynote to make this presentation, which I thought was a very cool tool and very interesting because I got to learn a lot about the tools that Keynote has as far as editing photos and making transitions to slides. And then my 10th post to my Padlet was my blog, my blogger. So I talked about how RSS feeds are types of feeds that allow users access to update websites in an easy and readable format. And then I also talked about virtual reality, and I said that it includes using computers to display an entire artificial virtual world and immerses users in a completely digital environment. And then augmented reality overlays virtual objects within a real-world environment and enhances user experience by adding computer enhancements to an already existing reality. And I wrote about this on my blog, and my blog was called Fashion, Fun, and Flight, and I included RSS feeds about fashion and beauty, and in the future I would probably use Blogger to make a blog about a trip I went on and share that with friends and family. My 11th post was the movie that we made in class using iMovie, and I had the opportunity to work with a team, Avery and Tasia, and we did our movie on Name That Song. So we videoed people from the class and would play a song, and they had to finish the lyrics. And I learned a lot through this project about how to use iMovie, and how to make transitions to slides and how to edit video clips. And then we also posted this video to YouTube, which I attached at the bottom of this post. My 12th post to my Padlet was my Google site, which I really enjoyed using Google Sites to create my own personal website. I thought it was really easy to use and is something that I would definitely use in the future. So on the homepage of my website, I have a short bio about me and also my contact info. On my resume tab, I included a copy of my resume and also my All About Me presentation. And then in my hobbies and interests tab, I have some photos of friends and family. And then I also included a YouTube video of the LSU Tigers because that's one of my interests. And then on the blog tab, I included a link to my blog. And then my future plans, I said that I was moving back to Houston and that I wanted to attend law school. And I also attached my Google site at the bottom of this post. And then my 13th post was about the class Facebook page, which was a page that was created for our class specifically, where everyone could post about what they were doing their presentation on. And I also thought that that was a good tool to use for our class to communicate via Facebook. And then my 14th post was my final presentation that I did, and that was a how to make Rice Krispie treats. And I used Google Slides to make this presentation, which I thought was very effective because I had learned about that this semester. And I went through the steps of how to make Rice Krispies. My 15th post is using Padlet. So I talked about how I thought it was really neat to use Padlet to make this portfolio. I thought it was a great tool, and I thought it was neat how everything I've done throughout this semester could all be put together on one place, like on this webpage of Padlet. And then my 16th post is this screencast that I'm making right now. And then I'm going to use this and put it on YouTube and then attach it. And then my final thoughts, which is the last one, number 17, is I really liked in this semester how I got to learn how to utilize different technology platforms. And I feel like now going forward, I'm way better enabled to create better presentations and use a bunch of tools that I had never used before. And then over the break, I'm planning on going home to Houston and enjoying the holidays with my family. And I attached my email, and that's my Padlet.